Girlfriend's belly hangs past her tits. Oh, Jesus. Hey there, Billy Willie Freckled Cheeks. Love the podcast, especially when you and Nia do the podcast. I know, and I got to get her on here more, but it's just like when I do it, she has to watch the kid and the other way around. All right. I got a problem that I'm hoping you and Nia may be able to help me with. I love my wife of 7 years dearly. We have fun together, make each other laugh, etc. She's my best friend. We're in our early 30s, have no children, and are very affluent, crushing it, except for the sex. The sex is bad because we have become fats. We've been together for a decade, and this has only become a problem over the past 6 months. I'm 5'11 and 240 with a lot of muscle and a lot of fat. She's 5'4 and 200 and has no muscle mass. I'm ashamed to say that even though I love her fiercely, she's no longer physically attractive to me. Well, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you're just being honest. I'm sure you're not as attracted to her, although you did give yourself some props for having a little bit of muscle. You didn't quite say you was as big a mess. I'm ashamed to say that she probably feels the same. Okay, he said that. She probably feels the same. She used to be 140 tops and was curvy in all the right places. I used to be cut like a Greek god. Our sex life was amazing. She'd have 1 to 3 orgasms. Jesus Christ. Every time we had sex, 1 to 3 times per week. And now maybe we have sex once a month. She can't climax anymore because she gets too tired. Jesus, over the past 6 weeks, I've cut 10 pounds and exercised 6 times a week. I'm trying, but I have a long way to go. She isn't trying to eat right and is not interested in exercising with me. I know sex tends to dwindle over time, but I'd like for us to be in good enough shape that we don't need a nitroglycerin pill every time we try to do the dirt. Any advice would be much appreciated. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. You have to sit down and have an honest conversation with her. Okay? I would leave the sex life out of it. It's just like she's not going to live long. All right? At 5'4", 200 pounds, maybe you could start by going for, quote, romantic walks, and you hold her hand and you try to pick up the pace and drag her along. I would talk to her about it. And if she chooses not to get in shape, then I would not alter what you're doing. I would go back to being the Greek god that you were. And if she doesn't want to get in shape, then, what are you supposed to do? Watch her eat herself into an early fucking grave? You're supposed to be with somebody that you're not sexually attracted to anymore? I mean, that's fair, man. If somebody puts on she put on almost half her body weight. I mean, that's not fair. It's not fair to yourself, and it's not fair to the person you're in. You got to be making an effort to still look good. And people have a tendency, men and women, to do that, to become, just walking around fucking shitty looking clothes, just being a tub of shit. And it's just like that whole, you should accept me for whatever I am. That means I'm going to be the least of who I could be. Nobody ever says that when they're the best. Yeah, I'd like to accept you fucking going to the goddamn gym. Same way you'd like me to not fucking have my belly hanging down past my junk. I'd have a conversation with her. Just sit down. Hey, you know what? Maybe my beautiful daughter's asleep. Maybe Nia can come in and help. Hang on a second. Let me hit pause here. She can't do it. She can't do it. Sorry. Sorry to get your goddamn hopes up. So just know that that you just got advice from a guy. So what I would do is I would ask a woman in your life, not her, advice on how to drop in. Okay? Because this is one of these relationship conversations. It's like when a spaceship is re-entering the atmosphere, the space shuttle, that if it wasn't at the right fucking angle, or you lost a couple of those fucking shingles on the bottom, you could fucking burn up on re-entry. All right? Did I really have to bring up that tragedy to make my point? I don't know. Maybe I didn't.